That quote, "love is patient, love is kind," is the first thing that Google told me when I Googled how to officiate a wedding 2 months ago today. Millennials. I looked at other quotes, and I really wanted to have a quote in here. I couldn't find one that really summed up the relationship. It was too difficult. And I always came back to commitment and passion. Those were the two adjectives I was sure would go in this ceremony.
I have a little story about a wedding that Mary and I attended a number of years ago.
Hold that mic up.
Yeah, if you would. When Alex was a freshman, Mary and I attended his first band concert. He was a pretty fair trumpet player, cornet actually. He was playing a cornet at that time, and when the first flute player came out to take the first chair, I thought, oh my goodness, there is a young lady that Alex really should know. She was tall, blonde, and high heels. She just looked great. And she probably is a junior or a senior, so she's too old for you, Alex. This was my thought. But my goodness, she was so good looking, blonde and in high heels. So I decided not to ask Alex about her. And after the concert, we were all standing about where Alex, mother, and I and Mary were all standing around. And then all of a sudden, Alex said, "Granddad, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Kaitlyn." And I turned around, and there she was, this beautiful flute player. Alex was way ahead of me. I watched them as they walked down the corridor of the school to say goodnight. And would you believe it? They kissed each other on the mouth. Two freshmen kissed each other on the mouth. And I couldn't get over that.
14 years ago, I moved to Mulvane, Kansas. When school began, I attended an after-school program called Bridges, similar to Latchkey. Unbeknownst to me, the day I started that program would be the day I met my best friend. You may have noticed the song I walked down the aisle to isn't your traditional rattle march. "We Are Going to Be Friends" was a perfect choice for us. First, the song symbolizes a childhood friendship that has the potential to blossom into something much more like our elementary school years. Second, the lyric, "I'll bet that you and I will walk together again," describes how I felt since we started dating 8 years ago. "Alex, I have never wanted to leave your side since the moment you asked me to be your girlfriend," with that cheesy line, "If I were to rearrange the alphabet, I'd put you and I together." What happened? To which I never gave a definitive answer. It was more of a smile with tears in my eyes and a hug that sealed the deal. Much like the proposal that led us to where we're at today. In 8 years, you have trusted me with your heart, and I have trusted you with mine. People can change a lot in 8 years, and for us to maintain that trust takes two people who have been willing to change and grow together. On this day, October 8th, 2016, we are making this commitment to each other, a commitment of marriage and trust. Alexander Thomas Friend, I love you, and I'm ready to walk with you again and again and again until the end of time.
Do you remember 3rd grade? Everyone was developing crushes. You were my first. Do you remember freshman year of high school? Back to school dance, you were the prettiest girl in the room. You were without someone to dance with, so I happily changed that. Do you remember when you asked me to homecoming? She beat me to it. Long story short, a couple first kisses, a special winter dance that began with a dinner at Freddy's started our relationship that has flourished over the past 8 years. Whether it's a concert or a cards game, half price app or pizza, We share everything. I love sharing with you. It's so natural. I don't know any other way. Sharing dark times or happy times, I don't want to miss a thing. Anyone seen the movie Seven? You're probably wondering what's in the box. She told me not to say the joke. I couldn't really help it. This is the show and tell part. So first, there's a blank key. Somewhere. A blank key. In case you needed a physical representation to the key to my heart. Our ticket stub. It's our ticket to wherever life takes us. A blank CD. So that we can create a perfect soundtrack to the rest of our lives. A felt beard. Community fans, they know this represents the darkest timeline. I know we have had and will experience dark times. Together, we'll make it through. A disposable camera to capture a moment or two tonight that we'll never want to forget. Thank you, Jim and Pam, for that from the office. A spoon, just in case if ice cream comes our way. A nautical compass. May it guide our friendship. And lastly, there's a ring. You may recognize this ring. It's the first ring I ever gave you when we first started our freshman year of high school. It represents that things will always come full circle, and clichely represents the reciprocal nature of our love. When I started high school, I really had no intention of dating anyone, but then we danced. Throughout high school, we grew together, then we graduated. One of two things were going to happen. Either we grow apart, or we grow together. I'm happy to say the latter happened. We've grown over our 8 years together, and I promise to continue to grow with you by my side. Simply put, I want to grow old with you. I'll be your shoulder to cry on, and your open arms when you need a hug. I'll try my best to have the ice cream ready when you need it the most. Loving you is the easiest thing I've ever done. It's the one thing I've never questioned. Kaitlyn Ashley Gunlock, I love you. I can't wait to call you my wife. We can finally say it at last.
Kaitlyn, do you promise to let your husband eat all of the crescent rolls that he would like to on Thanksgiving and make a really bad joke about pilgrims and their pants? She does. Do you promise to treat your husband with kindness, compassion, and respect? Kaitlyn, remember that if you are breathing, you can handle it. I know that you'll continue to love and support Alex for the rest of your life. Alex, you may place the ring on her finger. Alex, do you promise to cherish and love Kaitlyn even when she admits that she has multiple celebrity crushes, most of which are justified?
I do.
He does. Do you promise to treat your wife with kindness, compassion, and respect?
Of course I
Alex, as you've said numerous times, life is about the journey and not the destination. The journey of your relationship with Kaitlyn doesn't end today. In fact, it's merely the beginning. I know that you'll continue to love and support her for the rest of your life. Kaitlyn, you can now place the ring on Alex's finger. this is the first time that we'll be able to truly congratulate them. And so it is my honor to introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Freund.
Okay.